There's a reason Royal Giant is the #1 deck I recommend people to upgrade. Outside of maybe one meta in the last several months, Royal Giant has consistently been one of the best decks in Clash Royale, which is why I always recommend it as a deck to play long term. Because, of course, you know, we have the most broken deck in Clash Royale, strongest card in Clash Royale, and it lasts for like 3 weeks or maybe a whole meta or maybe a month. It depends on the circumstance. Royal Giant is one of those decks where maybe there's a couple tweaks, right? Maybe you switch the Evo you're using, or maybe you use Witch instead of Hunter, anything like that. That's maybe the maximum amount of switching you're going to do with Royal Giant. Other than that, it's always in the meta and it's always able to outplay things. Now, of course, I'd say probably one of its biggest weaknesses is like cycle decks. It's kind of hard to break through cycle and control decks if you don't know what you're doing. That being said, the majority of Clash players aren't really facing those decks, so it's not like you need to worry about it. And plus, if this is a deck that you want to actually pick up for long term, then you're going to be willing to learn certain matchups, even if it might take you a little while. Because, I mean, to be honest, who isn't? If this is a long-term deck, which is usually I'd say most people are looking for a long-term deck, given how hard it is to level things up, you probably have no problem trying to learn a couple of matchups or two about the deck to make it a little bit of an easier experience. All right, so he has Skelly King. God, Skelly King, Skarmy. I'm gonna need some great witch value. Oh, you're just gonna put everything on top of each. Yeah. Well, that great witch value we were talking about is about to come in hot. And I think we're fine if we just Skellies here and stall for a couple seconds so I can get more skeletons down. That is okay. I was about to say horrible timing, but we're able to get that timing down. I wonder how bad of a play is it to go Fireball here? So we can kind of take that out earlier. And then we go with the Royal Giant like this. Okay. And then I'm going to pre-log for Skarmy. He does go Skarmy. Beautiful. And we should be able to kill that pesky fella with the splash. Nice. Okay. So he's able to do that pretty quickly. I tried to play an E-Spirit, but I guess it came out as a skeleton. I don't know how my E-Spirit turned into skeletons. Maybe it's because I'm fried. But all right. Let's go Royal Giant in just a second. I think because we're going to... Yeah, our targeting there was kind of perfect. I can stall out a mortar. Mortar is going to be one of those things that's like, oh my god, defensive mortar is like impossible to break through. But low-key, we could give him a run for his money. Let's pre-log the Skarmy here. Beautiful. Actually deal some damage to that mortar. And we're still going to do all of like 4 damage to the mortar, which I find kind of funny. But we have the witch here. Nice. And we should be able to take out that mortar and then go in for a... Royal Giant in the opposite lane. Now that he just used that, we're able to cycle back to our log 2 in just a second. Let me go not waste my E-Spirit real quick, actually. Go log here and then go E-Spirit for the bats. And then we should be able to get a couple of hits. As you can see, we outcycled this building. And really, that's all we need. Now, I mean, I can just play really good defense for the rest of the game, and that's all we need to be able to win the game. You literally just cycle decks like this is what I was talking about being really hard to outplay, and new players can struggle with it. You literally just cycle an RG to back, and now we go turtle mode. We're going to play some good defense for a minute, 22 seconds, totally, and win this game. All right, I'm going RG with this Ghost, who's going to stealth for a second time. Beautiful, baby. Big DPS on the Skelly King. Look at him. He's getting mauled. All right, get an E-Spirit in here. And at the same time, you've got bigger problems to worry about than the witch in the opposite lane. Oh, my E-Spirit. I just, oh, my God. Oh, my God, E-Spirit. E-Spirit. Dude, you need to chill out. Oh, Ghost. Okay, I saw Snowball and Bar Barrel, and I thought it might be Balloon. So, if there's ever a chance at a Balloon... I don't think you want to play your witch. Just avoid it, because I think this is Boss Bandit. Yep, nice. But I mean, well, I say nice because I knew there was a Boss Bandit coming, not because I'm okay with facing a Boss Bandit. Let's make that very clear. Skeletons come in here as well. Let's go with an E-Spirit that should throw off one of those. No. Oh, this is the new 1 HP charge thing, bro. That's what this is. Okay, he used the Ghost to defend the Ghost, but in case you didn't watch the last video, you can't use the Ghost to defend the Ghost. Now, I believe... I may just be completely wrong here. This will pull the Ghost and activate my King Tower. I could be just completely wrong, by the way. I'm completely wrong. Okay, we got to keep in mind that he can spell at any point here. We're just going to do this. Okay, nice. That's actually nice. Really good timing there. We're going to go Fireball and Log here so we can kill off this Boss Bandit. We're going to heal off of that as well, and it's going to miss that. So now we can counter push with this Royal Giant as well. And I think since his Bar Barrel is now out, we can go with our own Ghost Evo, use the E-Spirit here to kill his thing, stun the Ram, and we should be able to kill the Ram before it charges as well, and we get extra damage out of that. And on top of all that, his Ghost Ghost doesn't go stealth mode. And mine will. So we're going to be able to pop up a little bit more DPS out of the Guardians, which I guess kind of helped because they distracted the Xyz like once. It wasn't that cool in hindsight, but Fireball is going to come in, and that was pretty cool. We love good, sexy Fireball value. Oh. All right. So, I mean, I'm up 1,900. Given the deck we are facing, that could change at any moment. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm trying to be as, you know, that better hit the Xyz. What the hell? It's so his wool is just in front of me, I guess is what it is. Okay, great, bro. Great, excellent. Okay, I knew that boss bandit wasn't going to dash, though, so that's why I decided not to do anything. Go with the E-Spirit here. We should be able to re-stealth and now go with our own Royal Giant. Should pop up something for that as well. And so this is kind of nice because I believe that he's not going to be able to do anything about this since he is kind of low. All he is a snowball. He's not going to be able to, like, lightning this. So we do get our 2 hits. And we do win the game after a little bit of it. We took no damage. What was I even being sketchy about? Oh, I used my log. Astaghfirullah. Oh my god. I won't be doing that again. Bait. Bait is interesting. Because obviously we don't have a reset card. I don't know if he has Inferno Tower. We'll have to see. That could be a popular version he's running. I also haven't been able to test really Royal Ghost against Bait. So there's lots of different things. Witch might be good against Bait, given the splash. Not only the splash, but of course the skeletons being able to maybe tank for an Inferno. Well, we'll have to see how this game plans out. Because usually I have a set strategy against things like Bait, and that goes for the old Bait matchups. I'm gonna once again log that though. I don't really care too much. I'm gonna go Witch as well here, and then we're gonna get a little bit of a counter push in Witch. Lots of Witches. He's probably gonna log, and then he doesn't have the log for the Royal Ghosts, or the Royal Ghosts. So that's good for us. It should re-stealth here. Oh, Skeletons and Goblin Gang. Didn't know that was a part of Bait, but sure, bro. Unfortunate timing on that there. Didn't know Skeletons and Goblin Gang were ran in the same Bait deck, but that might mean that we luck out and he doesn't have a big spell. So that, I mean, actually it doesn't matter at all. But no big spell doesn't affect me in literally any way. So, I mean, he can't kill the Witch, but it doesn't really matter too much because he has Dark Goblins, so he's going to outrange the Witch. He probably still has that Eye Tower, though, which we're going to have to be a little careful of. I'll take this Fireball, though, however, just so he doesn't get to the 3rd stage of the Poison spell. I'll go with the Log here, and he might not even have a... Wait, he doesn't even have a building. He's gonna let the Witch, he's gonna go look at him, he's gonna go let the Witch kill the Dark Goblin. No, he isn't. No, the hell he isn't. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Ghost in the opposite lane here for this pressure. I think that's a really important play there. He's gonna go in with that, which is interesting. I believe this allows me to actually kill that here, which is kind of huge. He'll be able to go with the Log. He probably capitalizes by going with the barrel, I'd imagine, pretty soon. Doesn't, actually. I thought that would have been a good play there, but I guess, you know, making sure you defend that for only 1 hit is probably a good play as well. So no big. I originally thought there was no building, but it's just the no big spell. He has Skeletons over his big spell, which is interesting. And if I keep getting naked barrels, I can defend him with Skellies and E-Spirit. But the problem being I won't have E-Spirit for the Eye Tower, so I'm gonna have to find creative ways to get rid of his Inferno Tower. Speaking of creative ways to getting rid of the Inferno Tower, can we get a... Okay, I'll just log this, to be honest. I'll get a Fisherman up there on that. I'm just going to Fireball this, though, low-key, because I kind of have to. And I'm going to get a Royal Giant in front of that to protect this. E-Spirit Skelly should pretty much full counter this, depending on, like, I guess, a couple of the angles they take. Yeah, we take 1 hit. I think we just get another Witch down. Loki just get another Witch down. We do have to log this again, huh? Because that Dark Goblin's just going to give me nightmares. Okay. But we do, again, have E-Spirit. So, even though with the Evo Barrel coming in, beautiful prediction with the Ghost. And we're going to just E-Spirit here. We're going to Skeletons back here. We're going to get double Witches, baby. Double freaking Witches. Have fun with this, my friend. Yeah, so let's just Fisherman on this because he's going to try and catch us sleeping. We are not going to be caught sleeping. We'll go with the E-Spirit to stun the... Oh, the E-Spirit's just... He just has some problem with his brain, unfortunately. I'm just going to have to go respond to that Ghost. I don't think it's really too worrying about him, though. That does tank for me, which is kind of sick. Let's go with this here. No big spell, so as long as we just cycle back to 1 more log, we should be good to go. He forgot to defend the Ghosts! GG's, we would have won anyways, but yeah, the Ghost, crazy pressure as well. A little bit of a chopped-ass matchup, but we played it well. Good game. Ghost? Electro Dragon. I think I've seen a really chopped Golem deck, actually. with these two cards in it. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. We'll have to wait and see. Now, I'm not... Okay, I'm going in with this. I'm just going to ignore the E-Drag. Actually, save Elixir because he has Barbs or Skelly Drags. Take Skelly Drags there. What else does he have? Maybe a Lumberjack? Not Barbs. Surely not Barbs as well, right? Now, here's something I'm going to try and do. If he can't... It kind of prevents him from going Golem immediately. I really... Okay, no, it doesn't. Now that we're just going to take that entire tower as well. He's at 4 Elixir now. 2 Elixir now. I still don't see that being a great play for him. The thing we have to do is keep the Witch deep. Like, the Witch just has to be really deep. Because if he just is able to NATO the Witch in, it's such an expensive commitment for us that we're just not going to get value out of it. So here's what we're going to be doing. I think I'm going to be willing to let this whole tower go so I can Witch. You got to time it better than that. So I can Witch Fireball. It's the same practical thinking as when I go Mega Minion Fireball, if you guys have seen it on stream. Because I need to be able to kill that. And obviously it's not as big of a deal when he doesn't have his NATO in hand, but a lot of the time if you try and play your cards like on top of it directly without fireballing or anything like that, they just tornado you into their push and pretty much kill you instantly. Don't want that to happen, so we're just being patient, willing to give up a tower since he already gave us 2 towers. Even if he only gave us 1, I'm still willing to do that play because it also gives us a huge counter push. And that Royal Ghost Guardian, no idea how the hell he got up there, but I'll take that win. You know the drill. We 3-crowned in less than 3 minutes. You guys get a game 5. We all love game 5s, don't we? Royal Ghost coming in here. He's going to activate the goal. He's going to activate the king. God help me. Okay, well, he's probably playing Minor Poison, so in actuality, God help me. With that being said, we do like our odds, I just like the matchup of... Okay, wasn't actually expecting that to get pulled, but that works. I do like the matchup of having Poison as his only spell versus me, because although it usually gets good value in the normal Witch, the Evo Witch isn't really that susceptible to Poison, so it's not the worst. E-Spirit should be able to maybe get... Oh, so why are we hesitating? As an E-Spirit, we have one job, and that's a kamikaze into the skeletons, man. Okay, fine. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just going to Witch here. I'm surprised. I'm actually genuinely a little surprised at that play. I'm not going to lie. I didn't expect my Witch to... I should have full committed with the Ghost on that too, honestly. But he's going to have to play something on the Witch and on that. So maybe it wasn't that bad of a play. We're going to get some Witch damage. It's not nearly going to make up for the damage we took, but I think he's probably just going to Scar me this, right? Log here for the Scar me. Beautiful. He doesn't pop up either, so we're actually able to get bonus damage, and that'll make up for the damage we took. That'll do it. That'll do it. All right. Ooh. I don't think he knows I had a fireball. All right, now this is interesting. I'll go Royal Giant to back here because typically when I do that, I'm trying to get my Royal Giant second Royal Giant to actually get the damage, and plus that's in the lane that I don't really have any damage in. So if we get damage, it's great, right? But I'm not going to overcommit to trying to get damage because of how much of a damage deficit we're in. I will take this fireball here, however, though. Oh! Oh my god. That was so hot. Oh, and that's beautiful too, because we're actually going to be able to log this and kill it now. So he does have that the second Goblin Hut ready for us, though, unfortunately. I think the safe play, just a Witch here. Going to use probably, I'd like to say Royal Ghost here on this in case he does follow up with Wall Breakers as well. And as you can see, exactly how I was saying, the Witch isn't susceptible to the poison. She's going to heal back up, and although she's not going to be healthy, she's going to be, you know, healthy enough to get some work going. So I'll go Fisherman here, Skeletons, to see if we can't protect that Witch a little bit longer. It's okay, we have another Witch. We have another Witch. We don't need to protect the first one, although I would have loved to. I'm gonna keep, honestly, give me a reason to not just keep taking these fireballs. Like, I'm just gonna keep taking them, especially since I can E-Spirit log the Wall Breakers as long as I have both of them in hand. I'm gonna Royal Ghost here. Oh, that's not even worth logging. Like, that's not even worth... Oh, it would have been. I didn't know you were just gonna have a Spasm and not defend anything, but okay, sure. That works for me. We'll get a fireball going, and ooh. Oh, give me a second. Let me get an Evo Witch here to make sure we... Yo, Fisherman. Yo, Fisherman. You blind piece of shit. You blind piece of shit. Fisherman? Fisherman. Okay. I know Wall Breakers do a lot, but they don't do 1900. So, a little sloppy. Maybe I should have just tried to cycle... I don't know. Good wins with the best Royal Giant deck in Clash Royale. Would recommend.